I gotta say, this was actually a pretty good episode. It was really well character driven episode that I just watched today on Korra. It was really good. Episode 7, great character development indeed. It starts off with Korra and the gang finally meeting up with each other without Bolin. And of course there are tensions. Do you ever have that time where you have this really good friend or somebody else special to you? You haven't seen them in a couple of years, and then finally when you get to see them again, you're picturing how things used to be. You're remembering all the good stuff that you guys once did. So you're expecting things to be really fun, but then that person's completely different, or they have matured a bit, and things aren't so wild as you once dreamed it used to be. That happens with any kind of relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, or just best buds. If you haven't seen someone in a long time, it will take some time to build up your relationship again because things are different when you meet face to face. Even when you're writing or typing someone on a computer from far distance, meeting them is completely different. So that's why I don't online date. Anyways, the prince gets captured because Mako doesn't want to do his job this one time. This is why you always do your job, no matter how much you hate it, no matter how much you complain. When you have a duty to do, you got to do your job. So now they're on this wild goose chase, just chasing down the prince. As things are going, they're getting kind of irritated with each other. They're just asking each other questions, getting on each other's nerves. And eventually they caught up and caught the prince. They saved his life. Then meanwhile, Bolin and Varric are on their own adventure. They have faked their deaths and now they're on their way to Republic City. Varric does not want to shut the hell up about Bolin. Not Bolin, but I mean Julie. And then Bolin was saying, "Oh, you need to get over this. You just completely need to get over it. She's gone. You need to do stuff on your own now," which is true. So he has finally manned up and decided not to rely on Julie anymore. She's gone. They get caught by some refugees, and then they had to convince the refugees that they're no longer working for Kavira. So they try their best to escape out the giant wall, and they're fighting these robots. And as I'm looking at the robots, there are two things I've noticed in this episode that I should have caught on to. First of all, the robots they're fighting, they remind me a lot like the Sentinels from X-Men. Because when you think about it, the Benders are really powerful. Like, who can really go up against a Bender unless you're well skilled? And as I was looking at them fighting, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely reminding me of the Sentinels from X-Men because they have all the powers. No matter what attack they were using, the Sentinels were pretty much countering attack all the time. Power there were not used to Bolin's lava attack because there's only so far two characters in the whole entire Avatar series that can do lava bending, and Bolin's one of them. The other guy's dead, so it's just one now. So anyway, they gain the refugees' trust and they escape together on a boat. Now, the other thing I realized as I'm watching Legend of Korra, I should realize Kavira in the Earth Kingdom. The Earth Kingdom is America. It's like it's giant standpoint of America. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, they're uniting the Earth Kingdom. Things are trying to become more independent. No emperor, no queen or king, just plain out independence and freedom. And plus, they're also, as they were finally made their way to the swamp at the very end, Kavira and her fiance, they were stripping apart the spiritual tree where Toph's living. There's no way in hell Toph letting this shit happen. She better pop up and say, hey, what the fuck you think you're doing? Anyways, they just take everything. That's the way how America is. They just like to go in, I hate to say it, but they like to go in, they see something valuable or interesting, and they like to take it and strip it apart, piece by piece, and take every bit of it. Not give it to anybody else unless they have to pay up for it. So in a way, I'm thinking that Kavira is making like an America in that world. We're probably gonna say it's there, but yeah, again, it feels more like Kavira is being the America. She's the great uniter, the United States of America. Hint, hint. So in a way, the Earth Kingdom is evolving into the United States of America. It's gonna be greedy. It's gonna be purgeful. It's gonna have discrimination and segregation. As you can see, they were taking out anybody who's not blood related to the Earth Empire. As you can clearly see, they're very discriminate. So I gotta say, this episode actually was pretty good. I would say it was a 7.5 out of 10. It was a very well character-driven episode. It showed some development. how what they have been going through for the past 3 years, and also how they can work now as a team. So I cannot wait to see. I better see some Toph and they're being pissed off, saying, "Hey, what the hell are you doing with my tree?" And what is Korra planning to do next? You got the prince now, and he's in a safe place. But now what? What's your next move? And what will Bolin and Barry do when they do find Korra and them? Will they be able to tell them the secret weapon and what's going to happen next? Well, anyways, for more Korra reviews, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Share if you could. I'll be much obliged. This is Matt Crown on Anime. Sign out.